At the time that Glazunov wrote it, concert programs had a lot of different kinds of formats, and a lot of times the concerts for orchestras had a lot more shorter pieces. I think it would have been easier to program this piece back then. But now our programs are a little bit more structured, and I don't want to say it's always overture, concerto, intermission, symphony, but there's a sort of an expectation of there being like a symphony on a program, or if it's a very long concerto, maybe the concerto is the second half. Whether it's a concerto or a dance suite or some kind of incidental music, any piece that is 20 minutes or so is very hard to program because you have to find like another couple of meaty pieces to fill that first half or second half with that piece. It does seem to have a lot of different styles all in one piece. The extensive use of the interval of the augmented second, the opening, makes it sound very exotic and almost Middle Eastern, yet it does, have a very clearly sort of Slavic feeling, melancholy feeling in the opening. It sounds very dramatic at times in the second movement. And in the finale, it sounds very sort of folk-like to me. I mean, there are parts of it that sound like the Bruch Scottish fantasy, parts of it that sound sort of Scottish, Celtic. There's that guitar effect in the violin and with the pizzicato, and so people like Rimsky-Korsakov would also write music that was inspired by the Middle East and other kinds of nationalities and Spanish music and Russian music and a wide range. So maybe it's just part of that school of thinking that, there's maybe almost like a Silk Road kind of philosophy about the kind of melding of different cultures and the fact that Russia as a country spans such a huge geographic zone and that it also spans a huge range of cultures. I mean, when you consider that, in Glazunov's time, they would have also considered parts of Scandinavia as being part of that empire, Consider the far, far eastern side of Russia at the time.